how to develop tolerance. Tolerance is very important in life, because if you have tolerance, you save your health, your peace, your time, your image. Tolerance is everything. But to have tolerance, first of all, take care of your energy. When you get angry, when you get sad, when you get disappointed, or when you take the wrong decision, when you become emotionally, when your energy level is low. So take care, manage your energy. Many people, they know how to manage their finance, they know how to manage their property, but many have difficulties to manage their energy. Energy is everything. So if you have low energy, you cannot have tolerance. Then, tolerance is not only the action. Even you have to have tolerance. The word someone is speaking to you, the action they take, even the attitude they show you, even the body language. If it's negative, have a tolerance. Tolerance is everything. Don't be fault finder. Sometimes let it go. Sometimes let it go. Because you are not perfect, don't expect others also to be perfect. If you want to develop tolerance, try to understand by the other person's perspective. Maybe he is stressed, maybe he is in a big crisis, maybe something is missing, maybe he is not mature. Some people, they are adult in the child body, some of them child in the adult body. Maybe his body is big physically, but the mind is maybe small, like a baby. Please, tolerance is everything. Don't be a fault finder. Try to see also by other person's perspective. And then, we are human beings, we have to live with them. Since you cannot live without them, you have to know how to live with people. We have 8 billion people on this world. Everybody is different. The culture, the language, the religion, the environment, the status, the educational background. Everybody is different. So don't expect people to understand you. Who are you, by the way? If you want to be happy, if you want to develop tolerance, stop expecting. Expectation is the worst enemy, because you are fighting against yourself. So, separate who is energy giver, who is energy taker. If you know that person is energy taker, like a computer, if you have antivirus on your computer, you protect it. If you have a door on your house, nobody can come in. If you have a password in your mobile, nobody can go in and check your secrets. So have a password, have a key, have a door. And that door is understand how life works. Who is energy giver and who is energy taker. So there is another one. There is A, B, C, D, T personality. So A personality, they talk too much. They cannot stop talking. They listen to respond, not to understand. They want to be everywhere. They want to do everything. And they don't know what they want. They focus on the quantity, not on the quality. They love to work. And they don't know what they want. Because they talk fast, they eat fast, they decide fast, and they cannot say no. They say yes for everything and everywhere. So you tolerate them. You don't change them. Who are you to change them? You adjust with them. What about B? B personality, they can say no. They think and talk. They measure twice, they cut. But A personality, they talk and think. Well, after they cut, then they measure. So you can develop tolerance. You cannot handle the A personality and the B personality. Everyone is different. What about the C personality? C, they are energy takers. They are fault finders. All they focus on the missing parts. They take your energy. They love negative news. So protect yourself from, but they have good quality. They can work in security, guard, or quality control because they are focusing is on the negative part, only on the missing part. So you develop tolerance. You don't expect why C personality behave the way they are. That's the way it is. A Toyota and a Mercedes, a Tesla and a BMW, they are all of them cars, but they don't function the same. A Tesla, you can drive the car without in charge for the steering. But you cannot do it in Toyota or in BMW. You know, every car have their own different kinds of design. Human being also like that. A D personality, they are lazy. They are dependent. They don't take care of themselves. Always they need help. They are parasite. When you meet in a restaurant, so they don't pay, they expect you to pay. When they come to your home, they don't want to leave, they want to stay. They ask you to stay for a week or for 2 days, but they don't want to leave the house. So they are depersonality, lazy, they don't take care of themselves. So you tolerate them, that's the way they are. Myself, I used to expect people the way I think, the way I behave, or the way I want. When I understand this kind of personality, I stop expecting. So instead of change them, I change my perspective. I change the way I see to them. So what about T personality? T personality, they are arrogant. They win the thing, they lose the relationship. They don't compromise. If they think things are right, they pay any price. So with these people, you cannot compromise, you cannot understand each other because always they think they are right. They are rigid, they are arrogant. They are dogma, you cannot change them. Not all of them, many of them, they are firstborn because many times firstborn, they have stand. They don't compromise. To compromise, they need convincing reason. They cannot say for everything. So, a little bit they have the arrogancy and the ego, not all of them, but some of them. What about the X? X personality, they are psychopath. They don't have stand, they are very flexible. Until they get what they want, they say everything. When they get what they want, they change. And these kinds of people, you cannot trust them. Many relationship is collapsing because of the psychopaths. Especially nowadays, to be kind, to be human, to be nice, to be caring is not common. Many people, they are losing these kinds of tolerance. So if you want to develop tolerance, know what kinds of A, B, C, D, T in details. If you know about these people, you can handle them according to their situation. Then if you want to develop tolerance, kill your ego. Sometimes ego is our worst enemy. If you have ego, you expect others to adjust you, to expect others to understand you. That's not life works. And then, if you want to develop tolerance, Control your thought. Think what you are thinking. Don't believe all the thoughts coming to you. Confront them. Because this mind is given to you. You are not given to the mind. You are the boss. You are the leader of your thought. If you control your thought, you can control your emotion. Because if you cannot control your thought, you become emotional. It means you are believing what you are thinking. And the emotion start expecting. When you start expecting, you lose your tolerance. So in life, if you want to develop tolerance, adjust everything. Be like a water. A tree adjusts with the wind. If a heavy wind coming, and the tree adjusts with the power of the wind, and then prepare for everything like a goalkeeper. If you are prepared, if you are ready, you can win or adjust the battle of life. Please, life is beautiful. Life is like an ice cream. But stop expecting. If you cannot change the situation, accept and adjust. So, if you want to be healthy, successful, save your money, your time, your peace, your energy, develop your tolerance.